Hey everyone, I'm John Assar. In the next 3 minutes, I'm going to walk you through building this Ender 3 V2 from unboxing to powering it up. Come on, let's get started. Now after we get everything out of the box, the first thing we got to do is install the upright beams. These form the core support structure of the machine, so it's important that we get these on very nice and flush with the base. Let's tighten these screws just a little bit on each side at a time to make sure the connection is flush. And then we're going to install the ZAxis limit switch. Next up, we've got the ZAxis lead screw being installed on the ZAxis motor. Let's leave these connections just a little loose for now. Alright, next up we're going to install the X and E-axis carriage onto the X-axis beam. Orientation is important here. Look at the diagram, look at the place where the holes are on the beam to get this on just right. You are going to need to tighten these screws using the Allen key going through the hole on the carriage. Alright, next up we get to install the belt that goes on the X-axis. So we wrap this around the X-axis motor and pull it down on the other side. And now you should be able to see the motor slightly spin a little bit when you pull the belt. Just pull it slowly just to test it, not too hard. Then we install the hot end over this X-axis beam. And then we're going to install the wheels on the other end of the X-axis along with the XAxis belt tensioner. So remove the blue cap screw and then feed the belt over the tensioner wheel, idler wheel, and then install the blue cap screw again. And now we can attach the ends of the belt onto the bottom of the hot end, which is where they slip in. Nice work, so we're almost there. Let's go ahead and install the X-axis motor, carriage, and beam onto the uprights now. This is a tricky part. As you can see here, it took me a couple of tries to get this right because there's so many different points of contact for where this is going on. But don't force it too hard. If you have to, loosen things up a little bit until it slips on. Put the top beam on, but make sure the hot end cables are under it. Install the display mount and install the X and E-axis motor connectors and limit switches. Put the spool stand on the top if you're not planning to print from a dry box. And this is an important one. Make sure you switch the voltage on the power supply based on your region on the back of the unit before powering it on. Well, would you look at that, 3 minutes and got some time to spare. The machine is on. We're going to auto home it to make sure that everything's moving properly. And we're going to have to do a good bed level before we can print. But as you can see, we are up and running. Thanks for watching.